it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. How are you guys doing? It is so cold in Minnesota today. I am literally freezing. My fingers feel like they are going to turn into ice cubes, even though the heat is on in this house. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. It is so cold. We have been snowing for days. The backyard looks like winter blizzard hit times a million. So I hope you guys are staying warm wherever you are. If you're in a southern area and it's nice and hot and toasty, I am jealous. I totes don't like you right now because of that. Just kidding. I love you. Welcome to my channel. It's Katie. I am going to talk about something that we've been covering extensively. And it's related to Mama June, our favorite reality show train wreck. I don't even know what you call her. We have been following a lot of the happenings of her, and her latest happening is not good. So apparently, Mama June was in Stockton, Georgia. She has been bopping all over the place in Georgia. She does not have a permanent residence. She and Gino actually sold her house that she bought a couple years ago, which was a beautiful, over 3,000 square foot home. And she and Gino sold it to those like investor people, and they gave her about $100,000. They turned around and flipped it for like $250,000 only a couple months later. Mama was gonna ride in an RV. That's what she was telling people. They're gonna cruise around the country in an RV. But there's that whole pending legal case she has, so that probably nixed that idea. So since then, she has been like bopping around from hotel room to hotel room. A couple weeks ago, there was a report from TMZ that she was actually kicked out of her hotel room in, I think, Bainbridge. Is that right? Bainbridge, Georgia. She owed about $2,000. All right. After failure to pay, they booted her from the hotel, and now she has been essentially broke, right? So there's been a lot of questions on like, how is she making money? She's not filming. She sold her house. She's selling all of her worldly possessions. Let me make sure that we're not buffering here. Okay, we are not buffering. Thank goodness. Because notifications are totally being terrible right now, make sure that you also check out my social media. Back to the story. So with this going on with Mama June, this shouldn't be coming as any surprise. So she's kicked out of the hotel a couple weeks ago at the Marriott, and then she had planned to go down to another hotel. She and Gino are spending like weeks staying in these hotels, going to casinos. It was only in June that Pumpkin had told her mom, your cash is drying up. You need to stop spending some money. You need to stay out of the casinos. That doesn't seem to matter to her. She was spotted over Thanksgiving at an ATM and then hightailed it over to a casino with Gino, where TMZ spotted her there. Thankfully, TMZ has all the people that are following all of her activities in Georgia. Now, she has reportedly sold one of her diamond rings. That's right. So she went to Cash America Pawn Shop in Stockbridge, Georgia, and ultimately sold a diamond ring, and they gave her $1,500 for it. That's it. That's where she's at in her life, where she took off a ring that was probably worth far more than that and was like, here, you can have this. And they were like $1,500. And she was like, deal. According to TMZ, she didn't even negotiate. She just took the first offer and took the cash and left. They don't even know what the ring was that she sold. So it was either, she had two rings that she could have sold. Gino had given her a ring last year on the show, but he said he only spent about $400 on it. So I don't know if it was that one. And then she also had a ring from Sugar Bear. So it could have been like her wedding ring from Sugar Bear. Hard to know. Either way, at the pawn shop, she's selling this thing for $1,500 and she leaves. Now, this is interesting because that's not a lot of money. That's actually not very much compared to where she's been at. It's pretty sad if you think about it. She still has this ongoing legal case going on in the state of Alabama, which I actually just checked. There is literally nothing going on in that case. So the last time the case was updated was on the 26th of October. I'm not even lying. The court date or the trial has not yet been started. She has pleaded not guilty to charges of possession of crack cocaine along with her boyfriend Gino, who's facing similar charges. They were picked up last March after police found them in the middle of a dispute related to DV. Amid all of this, her daughter, who is 14, Alana, she's got a child raising another child. She's not taking care of Honey Boo Boo. She's selling her diamond ring. She's been kicked out of a hotel. Not only that, only a few weeks before that happened, police had been called to another hotel because she and Gino had trashed it. She broke the mirror, the lights were trashed, the TV was trashed. The hotel estimated that there was over $1,000 worth of damage. And according to the reports at the time, no charges were filed when the police arrived for that incident or disturbance related to that hotel. So wherever they're going, there's a litter of damage. The girls are by themselves. Pumpkin and Honey Boo Boo are constantly posting heart-wrenching things on Instagram. In fact, this is what Honey Boo Boo just shared a couple days ago. Things aren't easy. Things ain't easy. This little girl is 14. She's a freshman in high school. She's dealing with probably the biggest issue of her life with her mother on a bender with this dip crap of a boyfriend, Gino. The last time she actually said anything publicly, I think was in July. She has not been anywhere on social media. She was popped into one of Honey Boo Boo's live streams and chatted in the chat for a few minutes, but that's it. Gino had this random Instagram post where he talked about not shaving for November to support cancer while he smoked a cigarette. These two are so far gone at this point. I'm scared. I'm worried. I'm okay, so she sold her house for way under value. She's now pawning off her jewelry. She doesn't have money, you guys. She can't afford to be in a hotel. This is damn near rock bottom. I mean, she can't get any lower than this. She's got charges in Alabama. Even despite all of this, the show filmed and apparently is coming back with a release date coming up in March on WeTV, the 4th season. Although there's no idea of whether or not Mama June will be a part of this new season, being that she's in this spiral and clearly has no cash. Think of this. She went from broke to rich to broke. Every worldly possession she has is gone. She's got her daughter gone. She's got her family isn't talking to her. She refused to get intervention. And this is a sad state of what's been going on in the United States for millions of families across the country. And it's a sad reality for individuals that also go through bariatric gastric bypass or gastric sleeve surgery. If they don't get the proper counseling, they transfer their addictions from one thing to another. So they had a food addiction, and then it's called transfer addiction. It's a known issue with individuals that have this same type of surgery that June had. And so it's pretty evident at this point, she's just transferred from one thing to another and is obviously not getting the help that she needs and is with a guy. The better. Hopefully, I will always keep you abreast of more, but we will just continue to keep her in our thoughts and hope that Honey Boo Boo and Pumpkin are doing well despite everything. And hopefully there are some adults in their lives that can help give them some guidance, because clearly Mama June has nothing to give them. She doesn't even have money for freaking food that she has to pawn a ring. It's just so sad. All right, you guys, I'll be back later with more.